Shalom. Welcome back to Dash Like a Pro, late night edition. For newcomers, welcome. For people who've been here before, welcome back. This is going to be the late night edition of Dash Like a Pro, so I'm going to be talking more about the details of everything. And today I just want to tonight, I just want to go over talking about what actually door dashing is. I mean, I've been giving out strategies, and they're good strategies. Check them out. But first, let's go down to what door dashing is. Door dashing is, to be a door dasher, you work for, you're like a contract worker working for DoorDasher. And DoorDasher is a delivery service, basically. Break it down, it's a networking system, which there's a few different companies that do it, but it's a network. It has a three part to it that's very important. Three parts that are very important. DoorDash, believe it or not, is actually one of the most important parts because there's only one entity that they only have to work things out with themselves. But they're considered a third party company that has two other main parts. One part is the restaurants or the store or the vendor. The vendor, they get direct contact with customers. Customers want what they want. So they might have food that customers want. They might have clothes. They might have games. They might have whatever the product is. Customers want it, and it's on demand whenever the customer want it. The problem in the past is a lot of restaurants and whatnot was delicious. And people want to eat there, but they had to drive to that place, order, then come home. And some people had delivery, but not everybody. So DoorDash filled in the gap where they're the people who go to these restaurants. They find out who needs delivery service. Same thing you have like Grubhub, Postmates, Uber Eats, or whatever third party delivery you have out there. And then you have your second part to that web. That's the contract workers. We don't actually work for DoorDash. We don't work for Postmates. We don't work for Grubhub. We're contract workers. We work for ourselves. We accept contracts from these third parties, and we go out and do a delivery. So, for instance, you got the restaurant, the vendor or whatnot. They have a product that customer wants. Well, they contact DoorDash, and DoorDash said, "Cool, I'm gonna hire somebody for you." And they hire a contractor, like you would hire a plumber or hire an electrician or hire an interior decor designer or whatnot. If you don't know who they are, you go off the best ratings. Like if you go on Google, you might see someone with 5 stars who have served over 5,000 people. You will hire that person over the person who has like 1 star. Not so good reviews. So that's the same concept itself. It's more like random. So DoorDash hires people at random, but they more hire the people with the most stars, the contractors who have the best ratings. So that's the same thing with Grubhub, Postmates, Uber Eats. So if you're new to this, know that there is a 3-part system. You have DoorDash, which is the third party. You have the store or whatnot, and they are actually the first party. And then you have the DoorDasher, which is like the second party. So all three come together, everybody's getting mutual benefits. So you're getting more jobs than you would have if you worked for just Domino's by itself, because Domino's, you're only working off of orders from Domino's. Or if you work for a Chinese restaurant, you only get orders from Chinese restaurant. If those restaurants aren't doing so well or they're not as busy, you suffer on that end. Where you got Grubhub, DoorDash, you feed off of everybody in the network. So whoever needs help, they call DoorDash, and DoorDash calls you, or Grubhub calls you, or Postmate calls you. With that system, everybody eats. So it's important to know what exactly you do. When you do the orders and whatnot, you're actually accepting a contract. So like I said, you're not part of those companies. They're not your bosses. So when you go and to order for the first time, you sign up for DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, or whatnot. They do background checks on you to make sure you're not crazy. That's important. Or make sure you don't have any records, anything like that. No DUIs. Then they hire you based off of you are a reliable person. I can trust you to go deliver this food and come back. I'm not going to worry about you're doing something deceitful because you're an honorable person. They check on those type of things. Some people they deny. I got hired right away. This is going to be like a three-parter because this is a very longer, but I wanted to first touch on this. So this is part one. And just to let you know what actually DoorDash does. So, if you like what you hear, subscribe, like, hit the bell